So in this video, I'm going to tell you the best QR code generated right now, and the results can actually surprise you. And I'm going to cover the free and also the paid plans, because in the long run, if you're a business and you're printing out your QR codes, it might be just cheaper to actually go with the paid ones, because if you make a mistake, it can cost you a lot of money. So let's start with the free options first. Now, to be honest, it doesn't really matter what QR code generator you use, because the little squares in the QR code, that's just basically the same thing as our letters. So the little squares, they rearrange themselves, and that way the computer, they know where to go. So for example, I'm now here in qrcodecactus.com, and I've entered this URL. This is my website. These little squares will rearrange them, and they will basically say punchsalad.com. So now, if you want to be 100% sure that this is free and it will last forever, all you have to do, you just take your phone and then you open up your camera and then you scan it. And notice how here I have in my phone, I have this punchsalad.com, that's the preview. If it says the same URL that you placed in here, then it's totally free. There's nothing the company or the website can do about it. This QR code links directly to the website. Most QR code generators should work like this. However, I have another video, it has more than 300,000 views about QR codes, where I show how to create a QR code. And in that video, I use QR code monkey. And what I noticed later is that a lot of people get tricked or misled into actually paying for QR code where they never intended to do it. And I'll show you why. So I've already entered the URL here, and this is fine. This actually will update to say QR code cactus if I just scan this. However, if you check this box and you just sign up for free account, you think it's still free, right? It says free sign up. Actually, underneath, it's not anymore a free QR code. And actually, many people, if you go to Trustpilot or these kind of platforms to look, many people complain that these QR code generators actually trick them to pay for something they thought is free, and they actually print out those QR codes into flyers or maybe on their van. That costs a lot of money, and then the company sends out, hey, sorry, your QR code is expired, pay us, or then, you know, face the consequences, and we're gonna stop sending traffic to that QR code. And that just sucks. That should not happen. That's actually why I created QR Code Cactus as a platform. So here, if you go to qrcodecactus.com and you use the one on the homepage, it's always free. Here, it's my face here. I put my name on it, that it's always free if you use it until you sign up. If you sign up and then you have an account, then that's a paid platform. I'm going to talk about that a bit later. But basically, I wanted to create something that I would be proud of, something that people can use with good conscience. And if there's any problems, you'll be dealing with me here. So like I said, it doesn't matter which QR code generator you use for the free account or for the free QR codes, as long as you check that you see what you've added. Even for vCard, so many people like to use the vCards. If you fill in the details here, you should see those details show up in that little preview box when you scan it. So why would you choose paid QR code when there's free options? Well, most of our customers, they choose this for 3 to 4 reasons. Let's take a few steps back. Just so you know that when you sign up to your QR code tool, a paid one, you actually, you're able to create these dynamic QR codes. And it's just a fancy word for basically the tool will create a URL for you. It's a static URL, and that means that QR code will always go to that URL. However, that URL can redirect the users to any place. So what does that mean in practice is, for example, you've printed out your QR codes, they're on your flyers, on your vans, on your packaging, and your boss comes and says, hey, actually, I want this to go to another address. I want them to go, instead of the homepage, I want them to go to this specific landing page. With static QR codes, which are the free ones, this is not possible. You'll be screwed. But with dynamic QR codes, like that, you just log in, change the URL, and you're good to go. That QR code will just redirect to new place. That's kind of the biggest reason why I go with the paid plan. But also with paid plans, you get things like statistics, so you can see how many people actually scan your QR codes. On top of that, if you're using vCards, that's the the vCards are basically, if you scan the QR code, you can see the contact details on your phone. So basically, it just shows you add this person as a contact. very useful for events or salespeople. That's just many of our customers actually use it for that. And what you can do with vCards is actually add your image to it. So if you're using the free vCards, that's not possible, but with the paid ones, it's possible. And kind of the last reason is if you have a lot of QR codes, you can also bulk upload them. So you just have a one Excel file and you upload it, and then it'll just create those QR codes for you. Okay, I gave you a lot of information about QR codes, which is not the most exciting part, right? But which specific platforms do I recommend? First of all, just so you know, if you're going with the platform, the features between the platforms pretty much all the same. It depends a little bit how much you pay, but you get the features in the higher price tiers. There's just not that many features you can add to QR codes. The most important thing is that you can trust them. I have 2 platforms for you, but in any case, if you're not happy with my suggestions, I just suggest you go to something like Trustpilot and take a look around. So for example, here I'm going to talk about QR Code Tiger. Definitely a trustworthy. They've been in the business for a very long time. But if you look at some of the other ones, yeah, not such a good reviews. And you need to go through a little bit. For example, for this one, it looks quite green here, but then if you look into the bad reviews, it's pretty bad. And this is an example of a company that kind of misleads people to getting a paid version where, the people think it's a free version. So definitely be careful when signing up to some of this. But I have 2 platforms for you, and I'll start with the one I've created. And the biggest reason I created QR Code Cactus, I just felt like after I created that video with lots of views, I used a platform that actually misleads people to something they never intended to do, and that just felt wrong to me. So that's why I wanted to create a platform that is totally fair. Basically, I wanted to create something that I would be proud of, something that people can use with good conscience. And if you have any issues with QR Code Cactus, you can always reach out to me. You'll be dealing with me and not some faceless website. My face is all over the website here. Well, right now it's actually not there, but even in the pricing section, you'll see that I'm there. I'm putting my name behind this just because I believe in this, and I want to create a company that I can be proud of, that if you have problems, we'll resolve them in a way that it's good for you. So customers first. You get all the features no matter what plan you choose. However, you just pay based on your scans. So if you have 1,000 scans, you pay one price, and you have 10,000, you pay a bit higher price. So it's a scan based instead of blocking you from some features just because, right? And definitely, I will never mislead you to pay for something that you didn't think, you thought is free. The other platform is QR Code Tiger. They've been around for a very long time. They have a big roster of companies, and it's just a trustworthy company I would use myself if I didn't have a tool. So definitely check them out. So during editing, I noticed I kind of went through very fast through the QR Code Tiger part. So I just want to dive into that. So why would you choose QR Code Tiger? Is because they've been around for a long time, and bigger companies do use them. They have some logos here, previous or existing clients, and you can see that they've been around from 2018. They also, if you compare it to QR Code Cactus, they do have some features, for example, restricting scanning zone and smart multi-URL QR codes. In case you need this kind of stuff, then that's available in the Tiger, which are not available in Cactus. But to be honest, 95% of people don't need these features. But the features you might need, some of them are actually restricted depending on your plan. So for example, use your own domain name. This means when you have dynamic QR code, instead of seeing QR Code Tiger, you're able to put your own domain name. And then when somebody previews the QR code, you will see your domain instead of QR Code Tiger. So they restrict that. You need to upgrade to the premium one, and only then you get it. But with QR Code Cactus, that just comes with all the plans. And the other features here, like the bulk QR code is restricted here. Also some other features that are available in QR Code Cactus, no matter what plan, they're restricted here. And same thing if you want to add a user. So for example, if you have a team here, you only get one user, but you need to upgrade to the business one to get more users. And here you can add more than one user. But with QR Code Cactus, you always get at least one team member besides the main one. So whereas with QR code cactus, it's all included in this pricing. You just literally pay either for how many scans you have per month or for the how many dynamic QR codes you have. So it depends a little bit. So if you're interested in trying QR Code Cactus, just give it a go. There's a 7-day free trial, no credit card required, and the link will be in the video description down below. Go check it out, give it a go, and if you have any questions, just reach out. If you have anything about QR codes, I'm happy to help you get started.